It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll be watching the Browns' electric quarterback. He's not afraid to throw it. Second in the NFL in touchdowns. It's the Browns and the Bengals, next on Madden Football.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A good one looming in one of the tougher divisions in football. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Greg, this division, year in, year out, man, it is physical, it's tough, and it's always tight at the top. You get here one more year, and you look at everybody, and you can make a case that this could be a team that can make a playoff run.
Yeah, and especially the case, Mike, that last year, 3 of the 4 teams made the playoffs, the only exception being the Cincinnati Bengals, who went 9-8 without their star quarterback Joe Burrow down the stretch. So here you are going into this year. All 4 of these teams are legitimate playoff contenders, and when you look around the league, I'm not sure there's another division with a straight face that I'd be willing to say that.
Charlie Jones now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense comes out led by their quarterback, Joe Burrow. Can they keep him healthy? Because when he's good, he's so good. Won the Heisman during his days at LSU. Took this team to the Super Bowl. Now, Greg, year 5 for Burrow with the Bengals.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Catch left side is made by Higgins.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Another try with Moss. Oh! And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. 7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there, but that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Burrow to throw. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Burrow. This one taken in by Renfro. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the... Credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and There was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Well, the nice thing about the NFL, Mike, is there's always next week. If you're coming off a good game, you got to put it to bed and come back and play well again. But in this case, things could not have gone much worse for this guy last week in that performance. So this game couldn't come fast enough. He said he had a great week of practice. He was able to put that behind him mentally and physically, and they're going to need him to play a lot better if they're going to come away today with a win.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Come on. Ready.
On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. On third down, they'll set up to throw. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up fourth down. In motion comes Thomas. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he's going to have a Browns first down. And more. It'll wind up a gain of 5 on 4th and 2. He'll decide to keep this once more. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's a Browns first down. Here's a handoff to Chubb. And he'll take this forward only to about the 46-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now this time they'll look to throw. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Here we go.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. That is intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jermaine Pratt. Still going. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment, uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go now.
On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A throw. Right side taken by Njoku. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
David Njoku with a nice catch, and I don't know if he gets enough credit, Mike, for just how good he has been for the Cleveland Browns. Made his first Pro Bowl last year. It just seems that every year, regardless of the situation at quarterback, Njoku just gets better and better and better.
They'll look to throw. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
On third down. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. So, on fourth down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez, to punt for Cleveland. Charlie Jones, deep to return. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return.
Here we go.
On first and 10, Burrow. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Close.
Here's Evans. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Here's 3rd and 2. Now, Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. On the return, it's Hines. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Sam Hubbard, they're on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A 2nd down throw for Jameis. A toss left side caught by his running back.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Cleveland. Moore going in motion. The defense all over the little quick pass attempt, and they run him down for no gain on that one. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Thrown quickly. That's Moore on the RPO. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They run out of the gun, and it's Chubb. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Quick throw taken in by Judy. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They have converted twice on third down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. And they're going to have enough to convert here, and it sets up 1st and goal. Moore going in motion. Here's Chubb. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Here's a designed run. And he will take it in himself. Jameis Winston. Touchdown, Browns. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
A return now from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Bengals offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Open man downfield. Chase has it. That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a 1st down. They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Burrow to the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Gesicki, the man in motion. Open man, that's Renfro. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will get out in front, 17-7. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. Now an opening past the 30. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Winston. Downfield for Njoku. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Winston. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Winston. It's a pickup of 12. It's a Browns 1st down. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Bengals up their lead. It's now 24-7. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. A 2nd down throw for Winston. Now a loose football. The Bengals have got it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. Quick throw, taken in. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Gesicki, the man in motion. 2nd down, Burrow. That's hauled in at the 2. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Gesicki, the man in motion. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll let this one go deep for Thomas. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this 1st half will come to an end. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Nick Chubb and the rest of the Browns offense set to take over again. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. 2nd half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Here comes Ford on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Browns offense and Jameis Winston getting set to go to work again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. In motion now is Claypool. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Winston looking to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jermaine Pratt. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
11 MT, 11 mighty, 11.
On the ground, this is Moss. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They bring Chase in motion. Burrow here on 2nd down. Quickly, this one out to Chase. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Here we go.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. To the goal line and in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals add on to their already sizable lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. To return is Naheem Hines. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Browns offense. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Hines. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Jameis. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. And this will not be a spike. He faked it. And this is going to blow up on them. So much for a fake. It's a sack. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now Winston. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. 3rd and long. Winston to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. A run with Moss to begin the drive. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. 2nd down and 3.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Burrow. He keeps it himself. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage. But that's all he can get out of that one. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. Renfro brought in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Here we go.
They go once more with Moss. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a 1st down.
Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Nice job bouncing back there on 2nd down. First down, they gave up way too many yards and put them in 2nd and short. But now they can gain some of that back with that sack and brings up 3rd and medium, and the likelihood of getting off the field just went up.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Higgins sent in motion. On 1st and 10, Burrow. He'll get this complete. It's Moss. Now whistles and a timeout. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw is Burrow. This one taken in by Renfro. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
Play action now. It's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
On 1, ready? Gun.
Throwing again, Burrow on 2nd and 10. Jermaine Burton, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Here we go.
Higgins sent in motion. Now, Burrow. That's to the right side for Burton. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short. Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, it's Winston. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. And he's going to score again. How about that for a daily double? The 2nd defensive touchdown he's scored in this game. Well, they had a big hole to climb out of, and now it is even bigger. Greg, the defense was waiting for it, feasts on it, and they get to celebrate with a pick 6.
Well, a very fitting way for this one to come to an end here, Mike. This has been a completely dominant defensive performance. This pick 6 here in the 4th quarter ends what has been a total runaway.
Winston to throw on 1st down. He'll go right and find his running back. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. In motion now is Claypool. Off the play fake, it's Jameis. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. A 2nd down throw for Jameis. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. From the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
Here we go.
They send the tight end in motion. Burrow now to throw on 1st down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Burrow now.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
The Bengals out and ready to punt. We'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Throwing on second down, Winston. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls.
Oh, for the fifth time, he is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
A run over center with Moss. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
This one complete to Burton. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bengals will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Winston. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. A quick slant looked in by Moore. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. That's taken in by Chubb. Here's a 2nd and 6. Winston to throw. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. He'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Winston. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down. To throw is Winston. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. He'll go play action. It's Winston. Left side, he's got Njoku. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Here's Winston at the line. His team ready to go for 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest. You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
They'll give up the middle to Moss. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll run with Moss. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season.